Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. This is gonna probably, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider it inappropriate or explicit. I am talking about something that is something that you can't watch out in public unless you're crazy. But, anyways, I guess in a way I will be talking about porn, but mainly somebody that was in it and the little money I guess they made while they were in it. So anyways, continuing on with the little article and things, and then giving off my reaction to it and overall what I have to say about it and stuff. But anyways, so the porn star Mia Khalifa had came out in some interview I guess a few days ago and said that during the short period of time she was doing porn, she only made $12,000. And I'm I don't know how long she was in there, but let's say she was in there for months or years. I feel like that the following she had, because it had it to where people was making songs about her. You don't even have to watch porn, but I'm pretty sure you heard of this girl's name before, alright? And I know the first time I heard of her name, I thought it was okay, is this Wiz Khalifa's sister and she's getting into rapping? Then when I searched up her name, I'm this doesn't even look like Wiz Khalifa's. This don't even look like she could be related to him. Alright, so anyways, I was I was just that was misleading. So but yeah, that was that girl, she was when she did start doing porn, she blew up. And so it just I don't know, one would have thought she would have just all of the attention that she was receiving. Just to even let you guys know some more stuff I heard. I guess this girl, she got threats from Al-Qaeda or ISIS, the terrorist group, for her doing porn, because she's I think she is Muslim. And there's I guess they threatened her, or threatened to kill her or something like that. I'm are you what? I don't know if this is something that's going against their religion, but y'all are the fine ones that talk. You guys are out here killing people for a living and things, and then you're getting mad about this girl because she decides that she's gonna have sex on camera. I don't understand that. Somebody's gonna have to explain that one to me, because I don't know, killing people or having sex on camera, which job profession would you rather have? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of job profession out there when you are put in a situation where you have to kill somebody, but I don't know, I'm not a killing individual. So I'm just saying, if it did lead down to it where those were my final jobs to ever have throughout my whole life, yeah, it looks like I'm just going to be 90 years old having sex on camera, because I'm not going to go out of my way and just start killing random people. You know, so that's when when I heard that, I'm that's just dumb. I don't they're sending her threats because she's a porn star. I don't know. Maybe there's something between the lines that I'm not seeing. But anyways, yeah, back to her making only $12,000. And I was saying, this girl received a lot of attention. Everybody was talking about this girl and things. And so she was definitely, I don't know, I felt that she should have made more money than that, but I guess she didn't. But I guess now she's not even I think last time I remember seeing something about her was it wasn't one of her porn videos. I don't want y'all putting words in my mouth, but anyways, no, it was she had got into some problems with some wrestlers, I think. And she did a YouTube video where she was I guess going through the training of being a wrestler and things. That girl was getting slapped, thrown around. I'm dang, y'all ain't gotta mistreat her like this. I think after the first couple of things, she understands. But anyways, so yeah, back on this thing, she only made $12,000. So I don't know, if you ask me, is that a lot in the porn industry? I don't know. I'm not really into that stuff. I'm kind of fine being a YouTuber and a podcasting guy, but yeah, that porn industry things, if that's little and stuff, then I could see why she left, and it's why she's now doing her own thing, because I think think what I've read, like what she's doing now, like she's talking about sports, and yeah, I think like she has a YouTube channel. So it's like, yeah, obviously she's gonna be making some money off of that. And then if she's like doing blogs and all these other things, I don't know, like maybe she has like some other things that's paying her like more, and it looked like she's in a good standing now. Like, so that's the good part about the whole situation. But yeah, like that's it's just crazy that it's like, you know, you're like if she was in there for some time, like I don't even know how long, like if she was in there for some months or for some years, I don't know, but however long she was in there, and she only made $12,000, like it does seem like it's little, like especially if we're talking years, then yeah, like then it's then it seems like it's like that. Yeah, that's not a whole lot and stuff. So, but like no, it's like then yeah, she was in there for years, and I can like see why, like, you know, she's not doing it anymore and stuff. So anyways, yeah, but more power to her though, like whatever she's doing now, as long as she got like a roof over her head, clothes on her back, food in her stomach, you know, she's living a good, positive, and happy life, then that's cool. Like there's no reason to like, you know, sweat on her or get on her and things. Like, you know, she's living, like, either way, like, I just felt like, you know, what she was doing back then and what she was doing now, like, either way, if she was making some money and she was able to get, like, you know, a house, food, clothes, all this stuff that, like, the things that you need in life to survive, then, you know, hey, whatever job you could get your hands on. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Then it's like you also have to think, like, even if she like however much money she did make in that like whole porn industry, like you gotta think, like, did she like it or not? You know, because it's like that's another thing. Like I've read stories where like girls said that they done like broke down. What was the one girl? She was a porn star and she killed herself. Like I think last year, and it was just over some like dumb stuff. I know she like faced a lot of controversy for something that she said. And they said, like, yeah, they was like, next time they seen her, she killed herself and things. And so, yeah, I was like, I imagine, like, the porn industry ain't probably all that good for people and stuff. Unless you're, like, sex addicts or something. And, yeah, then it's like, go into that profession, I guess. But, yeah, it's like, you know, I just imagine that, you know, she probably didn't like it. And so overall, like, yeah, the little time she was in there, that's all the money she made. And, you know, there's, I don't know, she just probably, like, she probably wasn't comfortable doing that stuff. You know, I would imagine, like, a lot of women, like, aren't comfortable doing that stuff. So for her to make, like, yeah, $12,000, gotta ask that question, like, was she comfortable doing it? Because if not, then that's why she only made $12,000. So, yeah. There's that. And what else got? Because I thought I was gonna honestly drag this podcast out. I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about now. Like I feel like I gotta talk about like more things. Like I don't know. I had a couple of viral tweets and things on Twitter. I made fun. So if you watched my last podcast and I was talking about like the Twitch over party, I was just making memes like left and right. And there were two that did pretty good. They were pretty much like got a whole bunch of retweets and likes last night, and got a lot of views too. Like the memes that I was uploading, I had one meme that got like, I think the last I seen, it was like 27,000 views, and then the other one had 30,000 views, but it got like over 1,000 views like within the night. I'm like, dang, man, I should have posted a name or did something. But no, overall, like that was my first time ever having like a meme go viral. I mean, yeah, I obviously use like different videos, or, you know, like videos I've seen previously before that just felt like would fit in for the meme that I was talking about. But yeah, I was like, man, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool going viral for a second. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, I never really went viral before. I mean, I had like some videos that went viral on YouTube. I had the one video where I was beefing with the racist guy. For those that hadn't seen that video, yeah, I was just like, I don't know, like I was just minding my business one day. A fan hit me up and said, hey, you should react to this video. This black guy ranting about why he hates white people. Overall, seen the video funny, but he's seen it as like a black person not agreeing with them and things. And yeah, it turned into a situation where we were beefing and stuff. Beefing for some time too. Like, that's, you know what, like, eliminating what I was just talking, well, I mean, like, obviously what I talked about in the beginning, like, the whole Khalifa situation, that's still gonna be there. But, you know, just now, I'm gonna turn this podcast into just a random talk. Like, I'm just gonna be talking about random stuff. But, anyways, beefing on YouTube, it is not, like, if people, like, think that stuff is, like, fun and cool, it's not. I've been in a beef right now for, like, 3 years. Over the fact that I make like reaction videos and stuff. Like, that's the whole reason why they're mad. But yeah, it's like, if you search up my name, I got like 9-year-old kids making videos about me. I'm like, where's these kids' parents? Like, where are these kids' parents? Like, somebody needs to get these kids' parents and stuff. But it's just over some dumb stuff. Like, yeah, just like me making reaction videos. I guess, like, I don't, accept criticism, but I'm like, if y'all are just, like, making fun of my appearance, or making fun of my YouTube channel, like, that ain't really criticizing, you know, like, that's not really, that ain't doing anything, that's not gonna, like, help me progress in the future and stuff. If anything, that's just, like, gonna get your comment deleted and yourself blocked, you know, like, YouTube is a weird place, like, I don't know, man, like, I'm, like, kind of, like, if I blow up off of the podcast and stuff, like, YouTube is gonna probably just be like that second thing I go to. But overall, I think that I'm just gonna, well, I mean, I do like making gaming videos. I don't know, I've been playing video games my whole life, so yeah, it's just like, yeah, like, gaming videos I definitely will keep on doing. But I know that's what I was talking about in the previous podcast, was video games being bad for people. And the one guy, because I was like, man, I wish I would have, like, waited on that podcast, you know, I wish I probably would have, like, waited, or, like, kept on what I was going to do with my journal, and just go through the episodes that I've written down and stuff. But no, I was doing, like, all these different podcasts and things. But no, the one guy, they asked him, I guess, like, well, you know, how come video games are, like, they said something about, like, video games in Japan. Or there's like, oh yeah, how come like mass shootings don't happen out in Japan? And the guy was all like, because there's no video games out there. I seen that and I was like, oh my, like, man, people just cannot be like that dumb. Like, I'm saying, like, that's the type of stuff. And then I guess they were like, I know there was this photo that was going around where they were showing like where Wal-Mart, and that was another thing. Like, I should like make a part 2 of that, but no, I'm just gonna have it all in this one podcast. But no, there was like, Wal-Mart had took out like rated M games, but they still got guns for sale in there. Like, I didn't understand that. Like, I'm like, okay, the one thing people can use to kill other people, y'all gonna have that in there. But the one thing that people, like, they get away from the world, alright, this is like their one thing that they go to relax. Video games. Some are rated M, some are rated E for everyone. Then you got the teen ones where it's like, where is that rated? I feel like teen games should just be rated E for everyone, because I don't know, I feel like all games should be rated E for everyone, because I was playing Grand Theft Auto when I was like 9 years old. Alright, and so, but it's like, it didn't turn me into some mass murderer, into no like mass shooter and things. Like, it's just, I think that's just, and it's like I said even in the past podcast, mass shootings have been happening forever. Like, and video games have only been out for like, what, I mean, since the 80s, but there wasn't like no like crazy shooting games where you going around shooting everybody and things. Like, I don't know, it's like, you gotta think about it. And I think I even said that back then too. I don't even know, I can't remember what I said, but I think I said something along the lines like, you know, these mass shooters be killing kids, they be killing old people, they be killing like a bunch of different people. In video games, you can't kill kids, you can't, like, you know, like, I mean, yeah, you can kill like adults and stuff, but it's just, I don't know, I just think that it's like them taking away rated M games, and there's like far more words like weapons, guns, like those are the things that people are using. They're not using video games to kill people and stuff, so taking that out, I don't know what that's gonna really do for you and stuff. But yeah, you got people out there, they don't really just pay attention to stuff. Like, they just, you know, go out and like whatever they want to say, whatever they want to do and things, they feel like that's the right thing to do. Taking away video games from stores, that's the right thing that they're gonna do, because I'm not saying that it will happen. Hopefully, if video games were the cause of it, then yeah, I hope mass shootings just stop. But if another mass shooting happens, then that just proves that it's like, it's not video games, alright? It's not that. Like, if it was and things, then yeah, then it's like video games wouldn't even seen the day of like 20, 30 years ago. if they were causing mass shootings and stuff. Like Pac-Man, did Pac-Man cause anybody to go on a mass shooting? Did The Sims cause anybody to go on a mass shooting? I don't even know, like, I can't even think of, like, any, like, game out there where it's, like, cause somebody to, like, perform a mass shooting and things. If anything, like, if a kid plays a rated M game and they hear cussing and stuff, that'd be the only thing that, like, a kid will pick up from that game is cussing, you know? Or it's, like, they'll, like, reenact the scenes and stuff with their friends. But overall, like, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's, like, I think one game that had, like, a mass shooting, like, level in there. But they give you that option whether you want to play that level or not. So, yeah, that's just dumb, man. You got people out there, they just, I don't know. Like, I feel like if anything, like, taking games up out of the, like, stores and stuff, that's just going to cause people to act even more crazy, you know? So, Walmart, I don't know. That's why I don't really go in Walmart. You know, like if I go in there, there has to be like a reason like I'm going in there. But if I'm not, like if they got like chicken strips, that'd be the only reason why I go in there. You know, if like maybe to get me a Red Bull and things. But I don't even go there. I go to Safeway. I mean, Safeway don't sell video games, but I'm just saying like there ain't no reason for me. And that was like another thing. Who goes to Walmart to buy video games? Like, I'm saying, like, maybe there's kids in there and they see video games like, ooh, mom, can I get a video? But I've never I can't even think of the last time I went into Walmart and bought a video game. For the most part, I either buy my video games from Best Buy, mainly GameStops. The two places I have to say I buy video games is GameStops or anywhere, like, or any, Xbox, PlayStation store, like, so like pretty much like the store of the console that I'm on, or GameStops. Those are the only two places I buy video games. But like, I don't know, like I can't remember the last game I got from Target. Wait, no, there was a game I got from Target because it was GameStops didn't have it. Was it World Z? I can't even think of the last game, but I remember, I think it was like the beginning of the year or something, I think. But yeah, like Target, Best Buy, but I cannot remember the last time I went into Walmart and bought a video game. No, because the reason why, they were charging like, I think like regular price for Modern Warfare 3, and it was like been a few years since that game came out. And I'm thinking in my head, like, Modern Warfare 3 is so old, how are they charging? And you could go to GameStops and most likely get this game for like $5-10. So I'm like, man, I ain't going into Walmart and buying no video games. Like, who does that? Who does that? If you go into Walmart, you're buying food, all right? Or you're doing one of those Instagram videos where you're knocking down their towers of paper towels. You know, like, that's the only reason why people be going off up in Walmart. Buying or stealing food or trying to make an Instagram video, all right? So, anyways, yeah. Speaking of Instagram videos, I be wondering, like, if sometimes, like, do those people be getting into fights and things when they're, like, Instagram videos? Because those Instagram videos are just like YouTube pranks back a few years ago. You know, there's like, I see like some guys, like, they'll sneak up on somebody and scare them. Like the one guy, he does the thing now where it's like, he'll stand all close to a person, grab something off the shelf and like go and swipe it all across their face and things. Like, people on Instagram, they be doing some wild stuff, man. The one guy I follow, he likes to go into like fast food restaurants, gets like those like little like beat pills and things that be playing the music. Goes off up in there, got that thing blasting loud, playing like the loudest song he can think of, and just being there just dancing and screaming. And I'm like, man, I just know that it'd probably be stressful for those guys. Like, dang, now my face is on camera. Okay, now people are going to be laughing at me. Then other people are going to see this, most likely going to come in here and do the same thing. Like, I don't know why people, they can't just go to places and just act normal. Like, I remember when Fortnite was coming out, they had people, like, plugging up Xboxes in McDonald's, playing Fortnite in there and things. I'm like, I guess it's not illegal, but who does that? Who goes into McDonald's to play Fortnite unless it's, like, on your phone or on your Nintendo Switch? Because those are, like, the only two. That seems like that's normal, all right? Like some kid, he in there waiting for his Happy Meal. He plays a quick game of Fortnite. That's normal, all right? I'm saying these guys got a whole PlayStation, a whole Xbox, a giant TV, plugging that stuff up to the wall and playing Fortnite. Like, that's the type of stuff where I'm like, I don't know. Like, I think I would rather have that though than somebody going in my place like acting crazy. I've never had somebody like act crazy before in the restaurant that I work at. Like, I've had people, like, maybe, I don't know, because I work downtown Seattle. So I've had, like, some crazy people, like, come up, like, wander off up in there and things and start doing some random stuff. Like, I remember the one guy, he had to be on, like, I think they was, like, they were saying he was on drugs. I didn't really notice it at first, but it was crazy. So he came up to me, was getting ready to pay for his food. I didn't really think anything of it. I'm like, okay, if they got money and they're going to pay for something, they're not crazy to me, all right? They're just getting some food. So anyways, food, like, I rang up all the food, cost, like, I think it was like $7. And he was arguing with me over the fact that it cost $7. I guess $7 was too much for him, even though I looked in his hand, and I think he was like, he had like a 20, like, he overall had enough money to pay for his food and stuff. So anyways, I'm like, bro, like, that's how much it costs. Like, if you add everything up that you got on the counter right now, that's how much it costs. And he's like arguing with me and things. I'm being patient with the guy. I'm like, you know, like if you don't want anything, like if you don't want this stuff, you can put it back and things. Like, you don't necessarily have to take it. Like, you can put it back. And so anyways, like he eventually, after all of that arguing and stuff, he eventually did put it, or like pay for it. But it was funny. It was my coworker. He goes and he was just like, he looks over at me. He was just like, bro, the patience you have for that man. He was just like, I probably would have just lost it at some point in time. And I'm like, nah, it's like, I don't know, like that's, I guess for that day, like it probably had been like anybody else. I probably would have been like, you know, there has been times where like people they have like came in there talking about, but it's like a numerous, like they'll go in there numerous times. And then there's that one day where they're all like, this seems too expensive. And I'm like, no, like you got this, and this, like, that's how overall how much it costs and things. And they arguing with me over it and stuff. I'm like, man, man, it's like it's stuff like that where I'm all like, please, just that's what I'm saying. Like I think I said in the previous podcast, bring your own food. Like I ain't got time to be arguing with people over prices and things. There was one day though, I was trying to get this lady because so we have like these scales where we like weigh salad foods, fruits, deli food, and the lady, she put like all of the food up on there. So I'm like, yo, if you take if you weigh them separately, it'll cost less because, you know, you're adding the boxes and all that stuff. And she's just like, how does that work? I'm like, I just explained it to you. Like, if you take the like food that you got on top of the other food, you take that off, weigh that separately, it's gonna probably be like a few cents or even $1 less. She's like looking at me confused and things. I'm like, I explained it to her 3 times, and I go by this rule, like 3 strikes and you out. So yeah, those 3 times, that was the only explanation she was gonna get. So overall, yeah, I weighed all the food together because I'm like, lady, you're over here like arguing with me. I'm telling you the food costs less. Like, why would you think, like, if you weigh everything together, it's going to cost less? No, if you weigh everything separately, it's not, it's like, because, no, to explain it to people that's out there, like, wondering, like, oh, okay, well, then explain. So, let's say if you get, like, a large box and you put a small box on top of it. So, it's adding that food plus the box weight. So, the box weight's going to probably add, like, maybe a couple of, ounces to it and things because everything weighs, like everything has some weight to it and stuff. So anyways, yeah, you're having that box, then the food, and it's weighing that box like on top of it, and then like the box underneath it. So overall, it's throwing the scale off, which means, all right, you still following me, it's going to add that top box and the weight to it, all right? Because, like, no, to explain, so, and then also another explanation, like, if you just weigh the box, nothing inside, then it ain't going to weigh anything. It's going to be $0 and stuff. But if you add food to it, and then you have another box, and that got food to it, then, yeah, it's adding that box plus that food, and it's going to probably be, like, 30-40 cents more or something. I don't know. It depends on the box weight and things, but yeah, she did that, and then she's like looking at me all confused. I'm like, all right, forget it. You're told to be such and such. I ain't got time for all this. It's almost the end of the day. Like, I just don't have time for it, man. Like, it's like there's people, and it's the one guy. I remember there was a one guy. I told him because he was like, I don't know. I think he was just trying to get like a deal on his food or something. Overall, like every time when these guys be arguing with me about food prices, they pay for it. You know, they always pay for it and stuff. That's why I'm like, what's the whole point of arguing if you're going to pay for the food? You know, like, I just don't understand that. But anyways, So the one guy, he goes in there and he's all like, so the total was like $6 and something. He's like, $6? He's like, why does it cost so much? I'm like, bro, whatever company you work for, you make you make more than $6 an hour. Like that, come on now. Like, you don't play that game with me, bro. You in here wearing some like whatever outfit you're wearing, but I know that outfit didn't cost less than $6. Cause if so, then you let me know where that store is at. But anyways, I know you making more than that. So like, don't play that game. So I'm all like, yeah, it's like 60 cents per ounce and things, and you added a bunch of food to it, so that's how much it's gonna cost. And he's arguing with me and things, and he's being loud, and so it was like the whole thing of him getting loud with me. I think that's what irritated me. And when he was like talking, I just shook my head and just moved on to the next customer. I'm like, hey, how's your day going? Blocked out what he was saying. I'm like, no. I'm like, first, you ain't gonna be yelling in my face. I'm just gonna ignore you. He probably put his hands on me. I probably had lost my job that day, because I'm like, no, it's like that definitely ain't gonna happen. So anyways, yeah, it's like, that's, customer service, it is what it is. Like, I don't know, like, I try to be cool with everybody, but sometimes people don't want to be cool with me, I guess. But yeah, I just feel sorry for, like, I don't know, I know there was the one lady, because she works for Nordstrom's, and I know she was telling me that there be people at times, like, they'll go off up in there, be giving them like some stuff that they already wore, and they'll like, because I guess like Nordstrom got this like return or refund policy where you can beat the mess out of something. All right, you could get some shoes, beat the crap out of them, they be all dirty and nasty looking, you could get a refund for it. And I'm like, that's just so messed up. I can honestly see why their stuff be expensive, because I'm like, I do like limited shopping at Nordstrom. I guess it depends on like what sneakers they got there and things, because I'm a sneakerhead. But I bought numerous things from Nordstrom's, and unless like I found this stuff uncomfortable, but I usually try on everything I have. So anyways, I remember I bought some like New Balance shoes over there, things, just so I can see what New Balances are, and they're comfortable. I like them, and I kept them and things. But I remember it was like after that and things, I was like, I don't really wear them that much, but I'm not gonna go up there with the receipt and things after I wore them outside. Like, that's my thing. Once when I wore them outside, they're my shoes forever. And I've had uncomfortable shoes before and stuff, and I still got them till this day. I just don't wear them. But yeah, I'm like, I'm still going to keep them and things. Like, I can't like give them back or like ask for a refund or something. But I was like, I knew what I was getting myself into when I bought these shoes, so therefore they're mine. And I'm like, I can't be that person. I know she told me like people be doing that and things. I'm like, that's messed up. That's seriously messed up. Like, I don't know, like, unless I'm like broke and I need some money or something, that'll probably be the only way I'd do that. But I'm not broke, okay? And there ain't no reason for me to do something like that. But yeah, I heard that, and I'm like, man, I just imagine somebody, they go off up in there with some like beat up like Converse or some beat up Vans, talking about all of like my $60 back. I could just only, if that had been me, I'm like, you mean, they probably would have fired me over some of the stuff I said, because somebody, people be using Vans like as just like the beat up shoes. Like Vans, like, I be seeing some people's Vans. I feel like today, like now, like Vans are kind of like a fashion statement and things, so they try their best not to dirty up their Vans. But you'll probably have like the skater, the skateboarder and stuff. He's all like, oh, I get my Vans from Nordstrom's and things, because I want to look classy when I buy my stuff. But anyways, like, somebody came in there with some beat up Vans, I probably looked at them like they crazy and things. I'm like, I know you're expecting, because it's like, yeah, it's the policy and things, but I'm like, really? It's like, you're gonna beat the mess out of these shoes and then decide to give them back? At what point in time did you realize you didn't want these shoes anymore? Like, that's just messed up. And I know people probably be like using, I honestly, if that had been my store, if I'd been like the Nordstrom brothers, I got rid of that policy. Because no, it's like people have been doing that stuff just so they can get their money back and then buy something else. I'm like, no. I'm all like, if anything, I'm like, no, that's what I'll do. I just keep on beating up the shoes to the point. I'll beat the shoes up first and then give them to the customers, or give them the wrong size. Do something where I'm all like, okay, overall, you gonna get some payback for this, because it just doesn't even make any sense to give out these shoes. Like, that's probably why, like, I know I seen they had the one shoes in there, And I'm like, I don't even understand like why somebody would buy the shoes in the first place, but also would spend that much money on them. I think it was Gucci. I think it was Gucci that had these shoes beat, and it was like some like beat up like Converses or something, or some beat up Superstars. Like they had tape on them. Like them shoes was beaten up. Like somebody definitely wore them shoes. But anyways, they had them shoes on the shelves. I'm like, oh no, I definitely wouldn't buy these. And I remember that shoe, it was trending and things. Them like expensive like clothing brands though, they be having some old weird stuff. But no, they had those shoes all beat up. Shoes cost like $300, $400, $500. Some beat up Superstars. You can go get you some Superstars anywhere for like $50, $60 and beat them up yourselves. But these guys had actually like went through the trouble of like, no, we're gonna beat these shoes up and charge $500 for it. That just didn't even make any sense to me. That's why I'm like, I don't think, unless I'm like really rich or really famous and things like, or like if I'm like really rich, making a lot of money and stuff, then that'll probably be the only way I would like test out some Balenciagas or some Gucci shoes or something, you know, because I like that Balenciaga shoes. Those are the shoes that trip me out. Where how much they cost, like $900 and stuff. Gucci shoes, they got the Gucci shoes, they got like some crystals on there that cost $1,600. Like me and this customer, we were talking about that today, like, because I said the limit for me is like 200. That's the limit, and it has to be like some like basketball sneakers. That'd be the only way I would spend like a lot of money on some shoes. They have to be like some limited edition basketball sneakers, like the infrared sixes by Michael Jordan. Those shoes cost $200, but it is worth it because those are shoes that I wanted. Those are shoes that I've seen, and I'm like, I like those shoes, and I want to have them one day. Is it worth spending $200? Yes, it is. All right. And yeah, I'm like, I just bet like $200 on some like beat up like Vans or something. That's what I seen on my birthday. It was my birthday on Saturday, so I went to the South Center Mall, and they had like, there's this like reselling sneaker store. I think it's like a resale store, but overall they had these Vans up there. You know, Vans, like for the people that don't pay attention to like shoe prices and things, so like some Jordans, like some like Jordans that Michael Jordan actually wore himself, it'll probably be like, I guess it depends on what shoe it is, but if it's like some like OG ones, it's gonna probably be like $200. If it's the infrared sixes, $200. But let's say it's like some ones that he didn't wear, but they're like have like the retro material, like they're like the same material that he used back then, probably be like $110, $120, maybe a tad bit more in things. But yeah, then he probably then he has like some other Jordans where it's like a collaboration with some shoes and stuff, where it's like maybe $150, $160. And Vans, Converse, those are like the cheapest shoes you can buy. Vans be costing, I think, like a range of like $40 to $60. Same with Converse, $40 to $60. And those are usually like the shoes that people wear, where it's like, okay, I don't care if I scuff these shoes up, I don't care if they get messed up and things. Overall, like, they're not as comfortable as like some like basketball sneakers. Basketball sneakers have more comfort to it because, you know, these guys is out here like, we out here like playing in these shoes and stuff, so we gotta have like the most comfort we can have in things. And yeah, with Vans, it ain't really like Vans, Converse, like there's some comfort to them, but it'll probably be better if you get like some like Dr. Scholl's or something. But anyways, all right, fast forwarding throughout the history of shoes and prices and stuff. Fast forwarding up to August 10th, 2019, when Tyler Jamal Moss decided to go into this reselling store and look at the prices of the shoes in there. And he's seen some Vans that cost $650. I checked for a decimal. It wasn't $6.50, okay? It wasn't $65 and a couple of zeros. No, it was a 6, it was a 5, and it was a 0. That's not normal for some Vans to cost that much. I wish I would have taken a picture. Okay? Like, honestly, I'm like, I hope that website, or I hope that store has a website, just like, and I hope they have, like, the prices of the shoes in there. Because I'm like, ain't no way possible that them Vans cost $650. What's so special about them? That's what I would need to know. Because I'm like, if they're the old school Vans, you can go and buy you some old school Vans for like $60. But $650? them shoes, and you have like the one Nike shoes, they like the Nike Adapt. How much do them shoes cost? Where's my phone at? I need to do some research, okay? Because Nike got these shoes where they lace up. I guess it's supposed to be based off of that the Fast and Furious, or not Fast and Furious, Back to the Future. I don't even know where Fast and Furious came from. I guess just that whole futuristic thing, and that's probably why. But no, Back to the Future 2 had these shoes in there, and they laced up, and those shoes, like, everybody liked those shoes. And I know there's like those shoes, like, I guess like those limited edition, like Back to the Future ones cost like $14,000. I think that's what I heard. Some how much somebody paid for them. But yeah, so I'm looking at the price. I wonder if they got them like on the actual Nike website. You know, like the store doesn't, or it, how are they gonna say that it doesn't work? Doesn't, so Nike doesn't have it on their website? Okay, how much is it? It's dope because it's like they lace up, and I'm like, then you can, oh, you can change colors to the shoes. Then it got like a wireless charging. What? Like, how did, I don't want to sign up for nothing. I just want to look at the price of the shoes. Can I please just do that? How much do the shoes cost? Like, that's all I'm trying to figure out. They keep taking me up to the top of the page like that's telling me something. Like, I know I did see that there was like somewhere it costs like $400 and things, which is not bad. All right, which is not bad. I guess for some self-lacing shoes, yeah, I would spend that much. Yeah, I would spend that much on those shoes if I had the money for it. You know, like, I mean, I do have the money, but I just feel like that when I'm like a famous YouTuber and things, where like $400 is like $4 to me, then okay. Then I would do that type of stuff. But until then, I'm going to be, yeah, if you guys like follow my shoe review videos, I'm going to be talking about the $100 Jordans, all right, the $100 Nike shoes, and the $60 and $50 Vans shoes and Converse shoes. But the $400 Nike shoes, the $1,000 Balenciaga shoes, the $1,600 Gucci shoes, yeah, those are far down the road. Far, far, far down the road. I know if people are going to ask me, like, oh, like, hey, you should review those shoes, then, yeah, we going to have to get these numbers up. Like, we going to really have to get these numbers up. Like, we going to really have to go through, like, a whole, like, promotional day for my YouTube channel to make me that type of money to where I can buy them shoes, no problem, and things. Maybe I need to be one of those, like, crazy, controversial YouTubers just so I can go out and buy them shoes and stuff. But anyways, yeah. That's all the time that I have for now. I honestly can probably talk about some more things, but I'll save it for the next podcast. So anyways, yeah, overall, I was just supposed to talk about one thing, but I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to talk about a bunch of different stuff. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. Stay tuned for some more like podcasts and like stuff in the future. And yeah, thank you guys for watching or listening. I will talk to you later. Peace.